7.3 notes. This is page 6 that was missing from the original notes. We are still working on reference angles. We are working on number E. We need to find the reference angle for 895 degrees. 895 degrees, first let's see how we're going to draw it. This is significantly bigger than 360 degrees, which is the measure of the angles around the circle. So what I will do here, I will see how many revolutions I have. So to do that, I'm just going to say 895 minus 1 revolution, which is 360 degrees, equals to 535, still bigger than 360 degrees. I'm going to subtract 360 degrees again, so this is my second revolution. And the terminal appears to be in the second quadrant, which is 175. So that is my terminal. So here is the initial side of the angle, and I need to go 2 revolutions. So here is 1, and here is 2, and now I'm going to go 175. 175 is approximately here, so here is the terminal side of my angle. This is 895 degrees. This last part, I'm just going to say, this last part is what I care about. This is 175 degrees. Now I need to find the reference angle for that. So the reference angle is the measure from the terminal side to the x-axis, which is this part of the angle. You notice that I didn't care about the previous 2 revolutions, because what I care about is what is the measure of this small angle right here. And if I just use the last part of this angle, which is 175, I will be able to figure out the reference angle. So I'm just going to say the reference angle is 180 degrees, this entire one, minus the 175 degrees. So that is going to give me 5 degrees as a reference angle. So my reference angle is actually 5 degrees. Let me say this is just theta, and that's my, or theta prime, which is the reference angle. The next angle is the negative 420 degrees. That means I am not going to go counterclockwise. I will go clockwise 420 degrees. That is 1 full revolution. Let me just figure that out. So negative 420 plus 360 is equal to negative 60. So this is my basically my reference angle, but I want to know how to draw it. So negative 420, here is the initial side of the angle, and I'm going to go clockwise 420 degrees. So I will go 360 degrees plus 60, and that is going to give me negative 420. So here is the terminal side of the angle. Basically, my reference angle is going to be this much, and I know this is equal to 360, or 420 minus 360, or negative 420 plus 360. Doesn't matter how you compute it, it's just the difference between 360 and 420, and this happens to be 60 degrees. We know that our reference angle is always going to be positive, so we're going to say this is positive 60 degrees. The next angle, which is 290 degrees, I know that 290 degrees happens to be in the 4th quadrant. Here is the initial side of the angle. 290 degrees, this is 90, 100, 270, 290, approximately here. So this is 290 degrees approximately. Now the reference angle is going to be this angle right here, starting from the terminal side of the angle to the x-axis, and we're going to measure the acute angle, not the obtuse one. So I know that the entire circle is 360 degrees. If I subtract from 360, if I subtract 290, so if I say here 360 minus 290 degrees, I'm going to get 70 degrees, and that is my reference angle. So 70 degrees is my reference angle right here, which is, I said, the entire circle, 360 minus 290 degrees. The negative 160. Negative 160 just means I am going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. I know this is the initial part of the angle. 160 is approximately here. This measure, this entire half bottom circle is 180 degrees, which is the negative 180 degrees if you measure from the initial side here. And the reference angle, as you can see, is this angle right here. So this angle is my reference angle, which is equal to 180 degrees minus 160 degrees, and it's positive, so we're going to say this is 20 degrees. So the reference angle is going to be 20 degrees. 155. 155, here is the initial side of the angle. 155 is approximately here in the second quadrant, sorry. So this is 155 degrees. Our reference angle is going to be from the terminal to the x-axis. It's going to be this. So this is my reference angle. To find that reference angle, I'm going to say 180 degrees minus 150, which is going to give me 25 degrees. So my reference angle is 25 degrees. Now 900 degrees. So if we take 900 and keep subtracting 360 to find where we're going to draw our reference angle, still bigger than 360, it gave us 180 degrees. So this is going to be the initial side, and we have 2 revolutions. So 1 revolution, and then we have 2 revolutions, and then we have extra 180 degrees extra. Okay, so this is basically where the terminal side of the angle is going to end up, the green part right there. See, there is no degree between the x-axis and the terminal side of the angle, so we're going to say the reference angle here does not exist, because we said that the reference angle has to be an acute angle between 0 and 90 degrees, not including 0 or 90 degrees. So since 0 is not an acute angle, here we don't have a reference angle for this 900 degree angle. And that is the end of page number 6.